Hello guys, this is George with the Harmony Trading System. I'm doing this video because I want to share with you guys how the day went for me, the good and the bad and the ugly in a way. Today I think I had one of the most recent to memory, one of the worst days in my trading, and kind of wanted to go over the trades and go over what I did, how I felt during the trade, how I concluded, and what I'm going to do next. Obviously there's good news and bad news. The bad news is, you could call it bad news. In reality, it's part of doing business, and that's how I need to be thinking about it. I had a drawdown of 15,083. So $15,083 so far, including commission. Okay, not a good day. Okay, the good picture is for the month, I'm still up. What happened today? What did I end up doing? How did we get here? I'll share my screen and then I'll take you through step by step how we got here. All right, so the market started, and I have that all recorded in the live trading room. So the market, it started up, then shifted, gave us a channel 1 and channel 2, and I got in with a short. I always start small, and as I'm doing better, I add contracts. So here we go. We got in there, and we ended up making 17.25 points on one contract, about $341. Good. We're starting on the right path here. Then we got into a second trade. So the market shifted from negative to positive, and channels start to build on the upside. And we had one candle reversal right here. So I got in, boom, and out for 5 contracts because we're adding more contracts because we're doing good. So that was $572, 913, and I could have stopped right there. But I wanted more money. I wanted more money. So what we see here, if you want to look at the concept of the trade, it's just basically the market shifts from a negative momentum to positive momentum. The trend is shifting, and for it sometimes it fluctuates in and around that range. Within 10, 15, 20 points, we're trading the 20 NT wrinkles. So it's a bigger, you could call it time frame for market behavior. So here and up there was a couple of opportunities to go short, to go long on this captain setup for that channel. I just took that trade and left it alone. Then I was like, okay, let me just watch this market, watch this market. And it gave us this signal, then it shifted, and it gave this signal right here. I guess that's when I got in a bit of trouble. It's this. If you look at this signal and that signal, it's the same thing. Literally, for all practical reasons, the same thing. Got in, and they just dropped the floor under that thing, and it was just in a matter of seconds. And I have an ultimate catastrophic stop, and I rarely hit that. I really do. I rarely hit that stop. The majority of the times, I'll take 10 points. I'll take 15 points, but sometimes 20 point stop. But the majority of the times, you really hit that kind of stop. So the market adjusted, went down. I had an opportunity for an add here and an add here on a reversal, and my stop is non-movable. It's at 88.47. And what do you figure they do? Just take a guess. They stop me to the absolute tick. And what do they do? Boom, market runs up. All right, so that would have been a profitable trade. Okay, but a stop is a stop. You gotta take it. It keeps you in business. So I assumed the risk, and the risk was 7,000, and I took it. Okay, moving on to the next one. I took that signal right here, and it ran up, and I added to it, it within the range, and I had my stop, and the market shifted, so I knew I needed to get out. And that's where I feel like I could have done a better job. It gave me profits right here. I was up, I think, about 5 points on this trade, and the average of this trade. And I just took 5 contracts, instead of the total amount. Then I had to get stopped out at the higher price. So that ended up costing me 8. So now we're at 15. So what do I do next? I take a break. I take about an hour break, actually. And I was like, okay, this is not a big deal. I mean, within the big scheme of things. And we'll just take on the next trade and the next trade. So waited, market ran up, just watch. I want to make sure that I'm getting this correct. So the market put a channel short. I got in for 5. I added another 5. My stop was a lot smaller on this one, and at 89.27 actually. And the market moved in my direction fairly nicely here. I expected a bigger push into 8,900, and the market was not giving it. And I ended up taking 5 contracts off, and then it burst up, and I added 5 on the rest. Since I accumulated a profit, I had a better average with an add, and I did it, and I actually ended up just covering here for an additional small amount of money, and we ended up making $2,000 on that trade. Okay, what I'm looking after this is the quality of my decisions any good? Because if I hit one more stop, and it would have been a smaller stop, I would have been done for the day. I was like, okay, 3 stops in a row, thank you, I'm done. Okay, so we did that number. Then I saw this signal, which is very similar. It's an actual inception trade. Market runs up, comes back down. I get in, and I'm looking for profits into target 1 and hopefully target 2, 3, 4, and 5. And boom, I make that money here and make 822. I was looking for a second continuation and a third continuation, meaning once that initial move happens, the market usually retrace, consolidate, then burst lower. So I had an opportunity here. It gave me a little bit of money on 5 contracts. I was looking for a bigger move. It kicked up. I got out. I was like, okay, well, you know what? This is noisy. Let me hold off. So I take 5 contracts. I lose 1,000. Okay, no problem. Okay, when I'm playing, when I'm going and trading bigger volume, 20s, 30s, 40 contracts, these numbers are going to be skewed toward that additional risk. And I don't trade it if I'm not assuming the maximum stop, and I'm comfortable with it. So here, the same situation, the market is giving you an entry, and then it burst up, and it got to the point where I was like, all right, the market is shifting again to a positive, and I just need to get out of this short idea because it looks like a trap for most people. And sure enough, market runs all the way back. So I ended up the day back at that 15,000. And I was like, okay, well, that is where I'm going to sit here unless something great happens. And I see a signal that is just, fairly decent, then I'll jump in. So what gives me solace, I guess, and what gives me, let me show you here, is from the beginning of the month to the 14th, that's what matters to me. Because the intraday and a day or a week result is really not gonna be as significant as what you're doing over a course of multiple decisions, and over the 14 days, I'm up about 36,754.50. That's where we at. A decent month, even with a 15 grand hiccup today. And it doesn't happen often. I mean, looking at all the days, the maximum drawdown I had in one trade, actually wasn't even a 1 day, is -3 grand or 4 grand here. And then we had this anomaly of consecutive losses on multiple contracts. So it's okay. It happens. It is part of doing business. And this is what my blotter looks like. It's 36 grand, short and long. So it doesn't make me feel any better, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I have to look at the bigger picture. It's math over time. The probability is in my favor. I do have an edge, and I just have to manage the size a little bit better, especially on that second trade and how I handled it, because it gave me money and I should have taken them. But there's no need to kind of dwell over it, big picture stuff. So I wanted to share with you guys, this a little bit of talk about where I'm at. That's where the trade, this is how my day ended up. And I'm gonna just take you to the actual trading session so you could see things running in the trading room. It's gonna be sped up because I'm sure you guys don't want to sit through a 3 hours worth of trading information here and price action. Nobody wants to. I don't. So enjoy it. If you have any questions, let me know. Another day in trading. And this is a volatile market. And the beauty of it is it's going to give us a lot of opportunities. And I'm going to take advantage of these opportunities. So looking forward to more trading. I may even end up trading a little bit later on, just depending on how things look up. So we'll see you on the next video. Just to check out the trading session in the trading room today. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a blessed day.